when you get into tarot, it's natural to say, I just go to Google all the meanings, and you can do that. But at the same time, every website will say you need to look at these yourselves and kind of interpret
Yes,
how you
yes.
would. And so it's interesting. I was like, that's stupid. That didn't work for me. I stare at it, it doesn't mean anything. But as you talk and as you study, and we're talking about it, like the card's just calling out to me, right? And I'm looking at it, it's like, dude, it's all right there. The tree of life. Everything we're talking about is right there on that
Right.
card right now.
Yes. Well, and I heard it on a podcast one time, and it's called WTF the Kabbalah. I love it. It's such a funny interpretation. It's what the is Kabbalah. And these two kids, I say kids, they're like 30 years old, 32 years old, and they're very educated on this stuff, and they've read many books on it. And so they're interpreting this stuff as they go. And uh and it's kind of the same thing where, as they're talking about it, it's just drawing pictures in your mind, and then all of a sudden they say, oh, well, they say that if you lock a rabbi in prison with a set of tarot cards, he can map out the exact tree of life and everything with all the tarot cards, and explain it all without ever having to read the Torah or anything, just by the symbolism itself.
That's cool.
So yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool thinking about that, but
Kind of cool.
maybe a little bit off. But so we mentioned earlier about 32 degrees and 33rd degree and Kabbalah, which you know we kick off in Scottish Rite, in the Scottish Rite, we kick off Kabbalah at the very beginning in the fourth degree. We introduce the candidate to Kabbalah right off the bat because
Mhm.
it is the foundation of everything that we're talking about. And, just like we've talked about being able to apply all these different mystery schools with, uh, with the tree of life, the, for that very reason, and I wouldn't say that's the only reason. I mean, the man was pretty dang educated, even though he did, uh, use a lot of what other people had wrote in morals and dogma and stuff like that. But the man was educated. He read a lot of books, but he was of the firm opinion that we're all connected. Every religion is connected through the mystery school, and I am too. I'm
Yeah.
sold, man. When I first went through the degrees, I really didn't understand this stuff at all.
Hmm.
And then I heard, Robert Park talk about it, and he just blew my mind. And I was lost still for another 3 or 4 years. And then finally it started just a reunion after reunion, and then studying each one of the degrees with my brothers from the Scottish Rite. And it finally started taking shape, and I finally started understanding to where I own a deck of tarot cards. I have books on Kabbalah. I have um, other books. I have to say I have a book on the way with that's Nag Hammadi, the Nag Hammadi scriptures.